Hey guys, welcome back to another review on the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Collingwood vs Fremntle clash that occurred yesterday afternoon, and yeah, it was Collingwood getting the job done by 46 points at the MCG in front of a fairly good crowd of 60,000. So yeah, let's get straight into the review. Obviously it was quite a complete game from us. Quite a good performance. Just one that really had to be ticked off. We didn't really have to do anything special. We didn't have to play our best footy. Obviously, in that second quarter, we were very, very good. We kicked 10 of our 18 goals in the second quarter and pretty much won the game. In that quarter, Fremantle played fairly well in the second half. You almost feel they probably did win the second half in the end. But yeah, the second quarter was obviously how we won the game, and yeah, we were pretty good in the second quarter as well. Obviously, coming into the game, we obviously had some big ins. Braden Maynard still side bottom, back from injuries. Dan McStay had some VFL minutes last week and came in and, you know, just did his thing, did his role. And also we had some outs, I guess. Tom Mitchell was not dropped. He was named as the sub. We didn't drop him. We're just managing his workload, really. I mean, we're not really managing him. We're just, because he's had, like, you know, an injury recently, but played through it, and had less training during the week. We just wanted to, I guess, manage his minutes, and we did the same thing with Pendlebury, who got subbed out of the game. But yeah, just a complete performance by most of our players. It was a Jordan Ngoe's 150th game, so all the boys got around him. He also played another really good game as well. Nick Dacos, obviously, just doing what he does best. 36 touches and a goal. Was probably best on, you would think, again. His brother Josh was also good with 31 and a goal. Taylor Adams, I want to say, probably had his best game, not only of the season, but I reckon in quite some time as well. So that was also very good to see. You know, Jack Crisp doing his best. Tom Mitchell came on as a sub and played really, really well. So you'd think he would be, you know, brought back into the 22 next week. And our defenders, you know, Nathan Murphy was intercepting early. Darcy Moore, Isaac Quainer. We just built a big wall, really, in the first quarter. And yeah, I think we had 8 or 9 intercepts in that first quarter, and we weren't great in the first quarter, but we definitely did take our chances when we went forward to the ball. John Noble had a fantastic first quarter, had 11 disposals, had 20 for the game, so obviously dropped off a bit, but was still really, really good. Obviously, Jamie Elliott's in fantastic form. He kicked another 4 goals, as you'd expect. Ash Johnson, you know, really trying to stay and fight for his spot on the side. He kicked 3. He looked pretty promising as well. Dan McStay on return, you know, kicked 2, so it was always good to see. And yeah, just our dangerous players all hit the scoreboard. Bit of a worry with Billy Frampton. Had a little bit of a corky, but played through it. He didn't play the last 15 minutes of the game, so most of that last quarter, just trying to manage his minutes. But should be all right to face Port Adelaide. We do have some ins, though. Myercheck will be back, and possibly Cameron. So you'd think Frampton would probably miss out for one of them, and we're probably going to have to make a harsh decision on someone as well, whether it's Ash Johnson, though he did kick 3 and he looked really good. Yeah, we'll have a decision to make there. Bobby Hill was quiet, though he did kick a really good goal. Bit of a quieter game from him. Same with Bo McCreary, but he was good with his pressure and stuff. Nothing to worry about for him. And yeah, it was also good to see Sidey return and do a fairly good game. Probably his worst, though, I want to say, this season. But, you know, it's just his return game. We got to, you know, we can't be too strict on that. He was still a fairly good player. Obviously, the second quarter was where we did all the work. We kicked 10 goals and we're absolutely superb. I believe Freo only kicked the 2 in the term as well. We held him to 5 goals at half-time, and yeah, Freo obviously had some serious injuries. Walker, I think he dislocated his kneecap. It looked really, really serious, so hopefully he's all right. And Sean Darcy was also off, I think, for that whole second half, so that's another serious one for Freo. So yeah, it'd certainly be interesting to see what they do after the game. But yeah, it was just another complete game. Craig's spoken about us, I guess changing our game plan a bit up and really trying to use the players and right positions and see how much dominance we can have in a game. And that second quarter definitely reflected that, which was really good to see. Also, Braden Maynard was a huge inclusion. I felt like we missed him in defence last week. And yeah, he definitely added the intensity and the pressure. Our pressure was probably one of our best games of the season in terms of tackles. Yesterday we were really, really good. Braden Maynard had some really big tackles early on in the first half, and he was really, really good from his injury. It did kind of look like he was holding his shoulder at times, so hopefully it's not, re-injured. He should be alright though to face Port. It's a huge game next Saturday. Obviously Port Adelaide lost to Carlton yesterday, so they'll be needing for a response. But if they play any footy similar to their patch where they had 13 in a row, then it'll be a really, really close game. Probably a grand final preview. Most people would reckon it's going to be a huge high stakes game. It's going to be pressure at Adelaide Oval. We haven't played Port over there in quite some time. So yeah, I'm expecting a huge game, probably one of the biggest of the year. Super pumped for it. Hopefully we can get the job done, and I'll see you guys in the next one.